From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Cooler tonight for the rest of us here as we're starting to get closer and closer to that system. Look at those widespread freezing and below temperatures in the higher elevations, 40s in the valley. And here it comes. Chances of thunderstorms, yeah, tonight, I think that's entirely possible, if not likely. This, of course, is the first brunt of that system pushing on in here. That's what's leading us to these much cooler temperatures tomorrow as that low pressure puts itself right on top of, I'd say, Delaware County along the coast, right? That's kind of where the center will drift. We'll probably see some rumbles of thunder through tomorrow, rain widespread for the rest of us, snow in the upper elevations as well. So we're going to have some pretty good impacts from this. This is one of the first really big whoppers of the seasonal transition that we're seeing. Notice here on the snow totals, Trinity Alps looking pretty good out here. Those white tops are going to be coming back to the mountains. Mount Shasta itself, you're really going to pick up a solid little accumulation here. Better part of 18 inches plus. Notice it pretty much pings off the scale there. Of course, hey, that's classic for the high elevations, especially on the mountains. Mount Shasta City itself, maybe just on the precipice of it, right? I think the snow levels won't permit us for getting huge snow totals, but it's possible we could see some here. Notice out towards the East Mountains as well, you're starting to see some accumulations there as well. The ski slopes certainly are going to benefit greatly from this, I'm sure. Now, we're going to see this as a pretty quick hitter system, so as far as rainfall is concerned, we're not talking overwhelming amounts, right? I'm not seeing signs we're going to have any flooding issues or anything like that, but we are certainly talking a decent little averaged accumulation across the area. That is to say, it's spread pretty evenly across the area, as opposed to, say, just hitting the Trinity Alps and dissipating. Interestingly enough, it's I-5 and east that see the highest accumulations due to the fact that the center of the low pressure will actually be further west, so we'll be on the right side of it. We'll be picking up a lot of that moisture on the counterclockwise side of it here, so we'll be probably talking an inch and a half in portions of the valley. Better part of 2 inches out here from the Highway 70 corridor up to Chester over into portions of Lassen County as well. So yeah, a decent little soaker. We'll probably pick that up here through Tuesday. I would say this is really mostly through Tuesday here. That's where we'll see the highest rain chances tomorrow and Tuesday, but I think really tomorrow is the bulk of it here. Notice those temperatures really taking a hit too, right? That's where we're at the core, very close to the core of the system. That cool air really filters in a big way here. Now, we do recover by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Notice those 70s, but if you remember, at 12 p.m., if you don't remember, you can go back. That information is still accurate. I was talking about next weekend. We could see another active pattern creep in by next Sunday. I don't think it'll be Saturday. I think it'll be Sunday. There's good indications of cooler air filtering in with another low pressure system after this little stretch of nicer weather. So we're kind of bracketed by active patterns. Tomorrow and Tuesday look active. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and maybe even Saturday look fine. But I think by the end of next weekend, we'll stay active once again. So we're certainly starting to see that pattern ramp up as we head deeper and deeper into fall. That'll be out towards the 18th and the 19th. Again, you'll notice a chance. Yeah, I think that's entirely possible out towards Modoc County and the East Mountains here with cooler air filtering in there. Yeah, wouldn't shock me in the slightest. But for now, let's just go ahead and get past Monday and Tuesday. That's where we see the highest chances of showers. Maybe a stray chance first half of Wednesday as it kind of filters out here, but I don't think that's quite as substantial. Really, your best days will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as far as outdoor conditions are concerned. Upper 50s and lower 60s return here in Modoc County out towards Mount Shasta City and out towards the East Mountains as well. So we will be a little more mild by the end of the week. You can see those 70s in the valley here, but we cool down by Sunday if that system moves in, as I suspect it will, across that time frame. So tomorrow, Tuesday, mid-50s in the valley. Redding is good cross-section of that. You know, Red Bluff and Chico, you'll be even cooler, probably in the lower 50s at times. But you know what? Hey, a little beneficial rain never hurt anybody. I'm certainly looking forward to this active pattern. It's definitely a sign of the times that we're heading deeper and deeper into the cool season.